Hi, I'm Ricc Rollins, and we're coming to you from the Hotel Alba. We're going places. Don't you want to come along? I know you do. Let's go. Hello and welcome to Going Places. I'm Ricc Rollins and I'm glad you're with us. Today, have we got a show for you? I know I say that a lot, but every week I'm really proud of what we do. This week we come to you from the Hotel Alba, one of my favorite places to stay, and you'll see why a little later. James Zarnick takes us on a field trip, if you will, through Manatee County. Alicia Stanford takes us to the movies to see Free Guy, starring Ryan Reynolds. And we'll take you to Selfie World, and we'll show you why this is the place to get your Insta on. But first up, I want to take you to one of my favorite places to stay when I need a little staycation. Come on with me. This is the Hotel Alba. This is my favorite part of the beginning of my journey. I love these doors. Come on. You wonder why Hotel Alba is my favorite place? Because it's my home away from home. Anytime I need to stay someplace and feel like I'm at home, this is it. Whether it's a quiet staycation or I'm hanging out with friends, Hotel Alba is the place to be. Come on, I'll show you why. Located in the West Shore District, the Hotel Alba meets travelers like an old friend with an abundance of warmth and hospitality. This is one of the reasons I call the Alba my home away from home. Surrounded by warm earth tones, lush greenery, and artistic touches, the Hotel Alba presents an endless opportunity to unwind and experience the Bay Area at its finest, or it provides an escape from everyday life. So whether meeting friends or just hanging out because you need a drink to unwind from the day, this is the place to be. Well, as you can see, this isn't exactly my game. But if you just want to hang out with the boys, have a couple of drinks, and maybe play a game or two, there's always something to do. So when I'm hungry, there's only one place to eat here at the Alba that I recommend. It's the Spaniard. Why? Because it's local flavors true to Tampa. The menu is amazing, but I have it on good authority that in the next couple of weeks, the menu's about to change. So whether you're hungry for some empanadas or some tostones, or your palate is a little thirsty for a mojito, the Spaniard promises a happy heart and a full stomach. So after a great meal, there's only one thing left on the menu: some great sleep. The rooms are amazing. Come on, I'll show you. The Hotel Alba offers spacious residential-style guest suites that make it easy to unwind with its contemporary decor and luxury amenities. Beds that summon dreams rest on stunning hardwood floors with industrial accents designed with you in mind. Whether it's business or pleasure, the Hotel Alba is sure to meet all your needs. Located at 5303 West Kennedy Boulevard, or for more information, go to thehotelalba.com. Follow them on social media. Better yet, check in soon and tell them Rick sent you. So now you understand why the Hotel Alba is one of my favorite places to stay, that it is my home away from home. Hopefully you enjoyed the tour. When we come back, you'll be asking, are we there yet? With James Zarnick right after this, as Going Places continues. I'm going to be
Hi, I'm Arlene. Welcome to Coffee Speaks and Tea Talks. What's your coffee saying? Whether in for business or just getting away, let Coffee Speaks and Tea Talks be a part of your day. A place for you to come and share thoughts and spirit through a cup of coffee. Come and enjoy with us here at Coffee Speaks and Tea Talks. Coffee Speaks and Tea Talks. Enjoy life one cup at a time.
real style looks like. Ricardo's, West Shore Plaza. Welcome back to this edition of Going Places from the Hotel Alba. Next up, James Zarnick takes us on an adventure, a field trip if you will, throughout Manatee County.
It's summer in Florida, and one thing you can count on is the rain. But you don't have to let the rain ruin your whole day. There's a place where the smell of food fills the air, the sound of live music hums through the hallways, and people in search of finding their next hidden treasure. The Red Barn in Bradenton combines a traditional flea market, plaza shops, food courts, and an open-air farmer's market. A traditional stop for some, or others, an every weekend experience.
We came here about 6 years ago when our friends moved, and I love it here.
We come like every weekend.
Every weekend.
Yeah, it's a really exciting place.
Over 600 vendors inside the Red Barn. This is the perfect place to spend hours on a Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. From toys all the way to jewelry, haircuts, you name it, you can find it inside the Red Barn. Best part, 80,000 square feet of this place is air conditioned for those hot summer rainy days.
The vendors that we have here, it's so multicultural, it's multi-generational.
My mom had it for 30 years, I've had it for about 12.
In August, it'll be 24 years.
Well, I haven't been here long. This is my 6th weekend.
I came here probably 2 summers ago, so almost 2 years now.
The Red Barn is a melting pot of experiences and has something for everyone in the family.
There's so many things that you can buy here, and that's even affordable for me too. And I mean, it's amazing here. There's a whole bunch of shops. I mean, there's like a whole lot of toys I can pretty much buy. And yeah, I think this place is great.
You're bound to find something you needed, something you wanted, or maybe even that little something you didn't know you had to have.
No, there's more attractions here than almost any place you go to. You can go in here and buy almost anything you want. Anything you can find is in the Red Barn.
Probably the variety. I've had more comments that, oh, this is a neat shop because there's nothing here like it, but they've got jewelry, they've got clothing, t-shirts, anything you want, they've got.
Number one, we have beautiful stores on this row here and all over.
This place is chock full of all types of people, and they're a lot of fun.
There's not very many things that I don't think you can't find here.
From clothing to collectibles, vintage shops to fresh produce, they have it all inside the Red Barn, and a perfect place for you to spend a couple hours on your weekend. From Bradenton at the Red Barn, it's James Zarnick with Going Places.
Thanks a lot, James. Great story. When we come back, Alicia Scamper takes us to the movies. We're going to the movies to see Free Guy with Ryan Reynolds right after this as Going Places continues. Take care.
Over 95% of people are more likely to interact with a video ad compared to a text ad. Right now, JCD Creative and Advertising has a fantastic deal for your business to get in front of that 95% of people. Right now, get a free professionally shot and edited video for your business with the purchase of an advertising package. This is over $5,000 savings for your business, but you gotta act fast because there's limited time and availability for this deal. Fill out the information below or email contact@jcdcreative.net to reserve your business's spot for this fantastic deal. We look forward to working with your business and helping you stand out above the rest as we take a creative approach to advertising at JCD Creative and Advertising.
Alicia Stanford. Let's go to the movies. Ryan Reynolds stars as a video game character who breaks character and tries to become a free guy. Meet Guy. His days are pretty much the same day after day until this.
Everybody down on the ground. Everybody except you.
Yep. This is when Guy discovers he's not who he thinks he is. Rather, he's a background character in a popular video game. This causes Guy to think something his character isn't supposed to do. And his world turns upside down, and so does everyone else's.
This loser is ruining the game, man! I don't care if he's Arnold frickin' Schwarzenegger. Terminate him. We're doing great.
Ryan Reynolds stars as the guy who really shakes things up in the video world. The so-called real world thinks he's a player who's hacked the system, but that's not the case. Guy starts to fight back and does his best to bring the rest of the background characters with him. At the very socially distanced premiere, Reynolds spoke about what attracted him to the project.
I remember when I saw Back to the Future as a kid. It was like one of those movies that just like immersed you in a world and blew your mind. And that's what this film does. It really takes you somewhere else, and it leaves you walking out of the theater with a huge grin on your face. And I just kind of miss that feeling, you know. It doesn't happen as often as I think we'd like, and particularly over the last, 16, 17 months. It's been pretty crazy. So I'm really excited for audiences to get a chance to go and enjoy this.
This feel-good film has lots of humor in it for the kids and for the adults as well. There's good chemistry between Guy and his fellow freedom fighter Millie, played by Jodie Comer. Look for lots of homages to other action and video game themed films, but it's the heart of Guy, played by Reynolds, that really makes you want to immerse yourself in his world. Ryan says he wore uniforms similar to Guy's when he was a teenager working at a grocery store and a yacht club. The actor says he felt pretty invisible in those jobs, and that experience helped him flesh out Guy's character. I'm Alicia Stanford, and that's what's going on at the movies.
Thanks a lot, Alicia. I've got to see Free Guy. Sounds like a laugh a minute. When we come back, we'll take you to a place where lights, camera equals action. You'll meet the CEO of Selfie World right after this. So that's what real sky looks like. Ricardo's West Shore Plaza.
Hi, I'm Arlene. Welcome to Coffee Speaks and Tea Talks. What's your coffee saying? Whether in for business or just getting away, let Coffee Speaks and Tea Talks be a part of your day. A place for you to come and share thoughts and spirit through a cup of coffee. Come and enjoy with us here at Coffee Speaks and Tea Talks. Coffee Speaks and Tea Talks. Enjoy life one cup at a time.
Welcome back to this edition of Going Places. I'm Ricc Rollins here at the Hotel Alba. I want to introduce you to three women who have fastly become my sheroes. In the midst of a pandemic, one business closed and one opened, and it's taking the nation by storm. It's called Selfie World. Let me introduce you to three bad chicks who are making a good impression on the economy. So, who came up with the idea for Selfie World?
Me.
Okay. And how did you come up with this idea?
So I was a photographer for 11 years, and when COVID hit, all of my weddings were getting canceled, my shoots were canceled. I was a single mom, so I was struggling to make my house payments. I was like, I've got to sell my house. So I sold my house, and I knew I was going to make some money off of selling my home. So I was trying to come up with a secondary income, a business out of, using that money to create another business. And I think I played around with like 6 different ideas. But I came across the Museum of Ice Cream on Instagram. I don't know if you've heard of it, but it's this really Instagrammable place. It's out in LA, San Francisco, New York, and it's all about ice cream, all pink. They have like a sprinkle pool. Everything's about ice cream, but like celebrities were going there and Instagram people, and they were posting pictures. They were mostly using it for content. So then it just clicked where I was like, I could create something like that, but a totally different concept where it's like little mini photo studios that people can take pictures in, that anybody can just pay admission and come and use, not just photographers, content creators, but anyone. So that's where it came from. You have been two of my best friends since 5th grade, so longtime best friends. And actually, after I opened my first location in Iowa, Aventura Mall in Miami reached out to me and they wanted me to come open a second location there. So this was last year. So I, on a whim, messaged these guys. I'm like, hey, I need to go see this location in Miami. Do you guys want to go to Miami? I mean, it was days before. I was like, let's fly to Miami for a few days.
And to that you said,
yeah.
yes,
Yeah, like,
okay.
yes, they always say yes. So,
Up for an adventure.
so they went, and I kind of like joked around, and I was like, well, maybe you guys could go in on Miami, like hint, hint. And they're like, oh, haha, you're funny. And then they went with me to Miami and saw, I think, like how exciting it was to be doing it, and they're like, well, maybe we should do a location together. So we decided to do it in Tampa.
And how many locations ago was that now?
32.
32.
So when she says to you, I have this idea, what did you think?
So actually, so it was through the pandemic, right? And so we would have girls' night through Zoom. And,
wow.
And so
how many people had girls' night?
Yeah, right? And so she was telling us about different ideas, and we're like, yeah, that sounds great, because anything she does, somehow she does phenomenal every time.
Midas touch. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. And so we're like, okay, but for us to be able to see the vision, it's really hard. And so it wasn't until we actually saw Des Moines open, and people are just so excited when they come in. They can be themselves and just have fun for the hour that they're there. And so it was super cool to watch her have the vision and put it together.
And so in this process, and you watch the vision unfold 32 times.
Yeah.
What makes you know that this was a good idea?
Just over the last 72 hours that we've been here, honestly, seeing everyone have fun in here. It's not about the dollar signs. It's not about, the business flourishing. It's about seeing people in their element, seeing the content that they create, seeing them smile. Over the last year, people have maybe lost their smile. They haven't been making as many memories. And whenever I see people truly have fun in here and fully immerse themselves for the 60 minutes, like I have goosebumps just talking about it.
I did too. I was like, goosey.
Yeah,
J-Lo would say, yeah.
It was well worth it.
Yeah.
It was well worth it. If I, what was it, a 7-year-old, a girl was celebrating her 7th birthday the other day, and Allie said, you must have a ton of pictures of her. And the mom said, no, actually, I don't have any pictures. She doesn't like, pictures. And that girl, she was literally sitting in these chairs at the diner, and she just rocked it out. And I know the mom left there, not only having fun in that 60 minutes, but getting some pictures that would last a lifetime.
Yeah. It is. I've watched that time and time again. People have their first dates here.
Yes.
And that is so interesting, because you're now capturing on social media in a lot of instances, but it's something that you won't ever forget.
Yeah, right.
You stay together. If not, it's like, I'll just keep my or I'll go back and shoot. Exactly.
You can crop it.
Yeah, exactly. So in this process, what's been the hardest thing about doing this?
Well, for me personally, if I'm talking about like just for me, the travel. I have kids, so the travel's amazing, but I have 2 little kids, and I go
What are the ages?
They're 12 and 10. I don't want to age her. Okay. She acts 13. 12 and 10. But I go to every single location and help them set up. So
this is your full-time gig now?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't have time for photography anymore. I'll do it for fun.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm doing this full-time. I travel nearly every week to a different location and help set up, and I do like the manual labor part. What I think a lot of people don't realize is that even like us setting this place up, it was us 3. We didn't have somebody else doing the sets. We we were using the drills, we were hanging everything, and I go to each location and help people do that stuff. So
one of the people I interviewed last night, she says that's why she supports this place, because it is woman run. It's girl power to the 100th power. You know? And I think that's one of the things. I think that one of the things that I really appreciated was your story when you told me that y'all have been friends since 5th grade. And I believe in lifelong friendships, and to me, that was the most amazing part. Yes, it was amazing because we walked out of here the first time I was in here going, and I'm sure you hear this all the time, people saying, why didn't we think of that? And then now the people are like, well, they have another one of those somewhere else, but it's not, and you know what my response is? But it's not Selfie World.
Over 95% of people are more likely to interact with a video ad compared to a text ad. Right now, JCD Creative and Advertising has a fantastic deal for your business to get in front of that 95% of people. Right now, get a free professionally shot and edited video for your business with the purchase of an advertising package. This is over $5,000 savings for your business, but you gotta act fast because there's limited time and availability for this deal. Fill out the information below or email contact@jcdcreative.net to reserve your business's spot for this fantastic deal. We look forward to working with your business and helping you stand out above the rest as we take a creative approach to advertising at JCD Creative and Advertising.
Hi, I'm Arlene. Welcome to Coffee Speaks and Tea Talks. What's your coffee saying? Whether in for business or just getting away, let Coffee Speaks and Tea Talks be a part of your day. A place for you to come and share thoughts and spirit through a cup of coffee. Come and enjoy with us here at Coffee Speaks and Tea Talks. Coffee Speaks and Tea Talks. Enjoy life one cup at a time.
So how do you
Something about-
come up with those ideas?
Well, she does a large portion of that, but it is, you have to keep it fresh. There's always copycats, right? What is it?
Yeah.
Imitators.
Yeah. Imitation is the
There's
sincerest form of flattery.
Yes, there's a difference in innovators and imitators. And
girl, I like that.
you know, and constantly trying to innovate and come up with new ideas, not find other ones online and copy.
No.
We want to like be the original. We want to be the OG. And Ashley does an amazing job at seeing what's trending, whether it's the neon signs and the sayings, or you know what is going to photograph well. I mean, I've seen some other things out there, and it doesn't necessarily photograph well. So if it's a color block, a color scheme, this on this, this pops more with this. So, I mean.
But you know, you guys, you're my superheroes. You really are. I mean, you really are. It's somebody who came to the mall and felt like I kind of own this mall. Y'all. Just kidding, we're short. No, but at the same time, I'm amazed that you are 32 stores in and still excited about. So how do you keep it fresh?
I mean, every single time it's exciting because every location is different. So to me, that's fun to see like the different, you know, the different designs at every single location. So it's exciting every single time seeing one come together through the process, and I get to, like I said, help them set up. So then seeing it finally like complete and come together it's exciting every single time. And then the VIP events that we do when we actually get to see people in there enjoying
like
it.
Last night.
Yeah, I feel like there's times where I'm like, I get home and I'm like, oh, I'm tired. But then when I'm in every single location, I'm like, this is amazing. It never gets less exciting. Yeah.
You must have some miles, girl. And one of those days you're going to catch them in on a real vacation, right? It's like, kids, this is what mama's been working for.
Exactly.
Yeah. So now, do you have kids as well?
I do. I have 4.
You have 4.
Yep.
A mom of 4. Wow.
And a full-time job.
And So this is not the full-time job for you?
No, this is for fun. This is a side hustle.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
This is one hell of a side
I-
hustle.
yes,
You know,
it
that
is.
is.
It is.
And you have kids?
I do, I have 2, and this is a side hustle for
But,
me as
okay,
well.
girls, boys?
3 girls and a boy.
Okay, so do they, are they really understanding how you are investing in their future by showing them what's possible?
You know, I mean, they know what hard work is,
Mhm.
right? And we've instilled that into them since they've been very little. And so I think a little bit, but maybe not from like the money aspect of it, right? I mean, they know they have college funds, they know we can contribute to that and things like that. But I think for me, it's hard work and seeing the return on hard work.
Yes.
That's important to instill, especially when they're little, and they absolutely do see that.
That's important, that's important.
Yes. Okay, so my kids, they had to write, they're 10 and 12, and they're both boys, and they had to write something about, like, who is your biggest, not mentor, or someone that you look up to, and they wrote my husband, but they wrote me, and I said, well, why do you look up to me? And I said, what? And it was Tucker, and he said, because you never give up. And I literally, the kids, they see
That was
it.
like a mom moment, yeah.
I know, right? Because yes, we do travel.
watching.
They are always watching. They're watching whether you're on the couch, or they watch whether you answer phone calls, or you're working down here. And our kids have all seen Selfie World, and then it's fun whenever kids at school talk about it too, and then they get to be proud of mom. Like my mom owns one.
Sorry, Leighton said a friend at school said, my mom knows the owner of Selfie World, and she's like, my mom is the owner of Selfie World.
I want to thank everybody here at the Hotel Alba for making our stay as hospitable and memorable as it always is. Now you can see why it's my favorite home away from home. On behalf of everyone here at Going Places, we thank you for being with us. We'll see you next time. Until then, I'm Ricc Rollins. We're going places. Want to come along? Sure you do. Let's go.